Hello everyone, myself Deepa Singh, working as assistant professor in Gandhian School of Pharmacy, SGU. Today we will continue our previous lecture topic, that is packaging material science. And in previous lecture we already covered some part of this topic, including glass material, different types of the glass material, and which packaging material is required, how you select these packaging material, and different parts of these packaging container. So these parts we already covered. So today we continue this previous lecture topic, that is packaging material and science. It is a topic of industrial pharmacy 1/5 semester subject. So before starting this topic or continuation of this topic, you should know about some learning objects. So in this learning objects, you should know about brief introduction for packaging of pharmaceutical products, means how you pack your pharmaceutical product, different packaging material according to type. In previous lecture, we already covered how you pack your pharmaceutical product depending on classification. There's one classification is covered according to physical form or any other conditions. And next is factor influencing choice of container. How you select particular container, which factor a factor responsible to affect selection of particular container. So this topic we already covered in previous lecture. Next is legal and official requirement for container, how you select, and this we covered some part of material in this topic. And in this we covered a different guideline for selection of packaging material, how it's responsible for selection of packaging material. And next is the stability aspect of packaging material. And this part we already covered glass stability study, because we covered only glass as a packaging material, and remaining packaging material today we covered. In this we check remaining stability study of remaining container. And next is quality control test, how you perform these quality control tests of packaging material. So these are the learning object for today's lecture. Now we'll discuss this topic to continue previous lecture. Next is test for glass material. Already we covered different types of glass material, how to select, how it manufacture or which material present at particular type of the glass container. So in the test of glass container, first is according to USP and IP, provided two tests to determine the chemical resistance of the container. In this test for hydroalcoholic resistance and test for hydroalcoholic resistance for powdered glass. So these tests are official tests which is given in USP as well as IP. You perform these two tests for determination of quality of a glass container. If your glass container having any problem or any interaction issue, then you can clarify with the help of these two tests. Next is plastic material. We covered already glass complete material. Next, second topic is plastic material. So in plastic material, according to British Standard Institute, plastic represent, it is official institute which give the guideline of plastic material. So according to this British Standard Institute, plastic represent a wide range of solid composite material which are largely organic. Means plastic are nothing but a solid composite material, and these are largely organic in nature, or usually based on synthetic resin upon modified polymer of natural origin and possessing appreciable mechanical strength. Means these plastic is made of with the help of natural polymers or synthetic resins. By the certain modification, you can easily form the plastic material at sufficient appropriate mechanical strength. Next is at suitable stage in their manufacturing. Most plastic can be cast, molded, and polymerized directly into the shape. This is a procedure how we manufacture the plastic material. There's different procedure. It may be can be cast with particular polymers or material for formation of plastic. Next is molded or polymerized directly into the shape. Maybe you mold it or use polymerization procedure or polymerize into a different shape according to particular shape. Next is type of plastic material. In glass material, we check already there's 4 types and some 2 another type, including there's total 6 types of glass material, and plastic material having 2 types. In these 2 types, first is thermoplastic and second is thermostatic type. So these 2 types are the major type that are majorly used for pharmaceutical packaging or pharmaceutical product packaging. So in this thermoplastic type, on heating, they are softened to viscous fluid which harden again on cooling. Means you prepare these thermoplastic stick type plastic with the help of heat. In this mainly you use heating procedure. In this softened viscous fluid like material get hard when you cool it, or when you heating at particular temperature it get melt, but it get hard when you cool the solution. So in this resistance to breakage and cheap to produce, provide the right plastic choosers will provide the necessary protection. And in this, you can prepare your plastic with resistance to breakage and cheap to produce. Means there's no costly effect, or it is not too costly and don't get break. It have a good property of having a right plastic, don't get break, as well as chipping in nature, not costly in nature. And next is necessary protection is also applied. It don't get interact or leach out with your formulation. It have a good property and product in attractive container. Construction of that particular container is also attractive way, and so that you can easily say that more consumers are preferred in this container. Next example is polyethylene, PVC, polystyrene, polypropylene, polyamide, and polycarbonate. These are the example of thermoplastic polymers. And with the help of this, you can easily form this thermoplastic plastics. So next type, in this thermosetting type, when heated, they are become flexible. They do not become a liquid during heating. Such material form permanent cross-link between the linear chain and result in solidification and loss of plastic flow. Means the first thermosetting thermoplastic, we see that it is in liquid form when you heat it, and when you cool this solution or fluid, it get solidify and form the one shape of your plastic. But these thermosetting type don't get melt. It is in flexible form, and when you cool it, it can easily form the shape or gain the shape in between the linear chain and start solidify and loss of plastic flow. In this example is phenol formaldehyde, urea formaldehyde, melamine formaldehyde. These are the example of thermostatic plastic. Now advantages of a plastic material. So in advantages of a plastic material, there are different everyone can purchase these plastics. So it is a low in cost, light in weight. Weight is also very light, or there's when you can say that transportation problem is also reduced due to light in weight. And next is durable. So in this, we can say that durability of this plastic is also a good, so that you can easily check that plastic for long period of a time. So these plastic are light in weight, so that you can easily transport or handle the plastic. Next is durable. Lifespan of these plastic is also long compared to glasses. Glasses may be chances of breakage, but this is not get break due to transportation or during storage. And durability is also very high of this plastic, and pleasant to touch. Pleasant feeling when you touch these plastic, and flexible facilitating product dispensing. You can easily transfer your product or formulation due to the flexible in nature. And next is odorless, inert to most chemical, as well as it is an odorless, don't have any specific smell. An inert material for most chemical. Majority of plastic are inert chemical material, don't have any chemical interaction or inertness problem. Next is unbreakable. Glass can easily break when you don't care properly or handle properly, but these plastic don't get break, so it is an unbreakable. As well as leak proof, don't get leak out or leaching out your formulation. Next is able to retain the shape throughout the use. It can easily able the shape, don't like that after packaging your plastic container that change the shape and regain any other shape of the container. So it is shape also fixed throughout their lifespan or throughout the expiry date. Next is they have a quick shut back feature which prevent product dose. Next is easy of transportation, means no handling is required more as compared to a glass container. It is easily transport and don't get break. They are a poor conductor of heat, don't have a heat sensitive and don't supply the heat. And the next is they are resistance to inorganic chemicals. It is also resistance to some inorganic chemical and don't get interact with these inorganic chemicals. Next is they have a good protection power. This is also provide a good protection with your formulation or good protection property. After this advantages, there's a disadvantages of plastic material. every material or every formulation has some disadvantages. So in this plastic, there is also some disadvantages. So in disadvantages of plastic material, plastic appear to have a certain disadvantages like interaction, absorption, lightness, and hence poor physical stability. Glass don't get interact with any other of the formulation, but in plastic, we don't say that all plastic are interact or leaching out, but some of the plastic show some interaction with your formulation or leaching property. Some formulation may be interaction, absorption, or lightness, as well as poor physical stability of plastic. Next are all are permeable to same degree to moisture, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Most exhibit electrostatic attraction, allow penetration of light rays unless pigmented with black. Means these plastic can also have some property so that it can easily permeate some moisture containing oxygen or carbon dioxide. So there's maybe chances of exhibit electrostatic interaction. So this is also one of the disadvantages of the plastic. Otherwise, overall, we say that plastic are more preferable because it have more advantages compared to disadvantages. We can also overcome and modify these advantages with the help of certain procedure or with the help of certain chemicals. Next is other negative features, including like stress crack. It also get crack easily when we check some or maybe transportation or don't handle in pressure or some pressure is applied. So it may be get a stress cracking property also. A phenomena related to low density polyethylene. Certain stress cracking agents such as sweetening agent, detergents, some volatile oils that crack the plastic. So some interaction is also observed with the excipient which get crack or break plastic container. Out of this stress cracking, next is paneling and cavitation, whereby the container involved distortion or partial collapse owing to absorption, causing swelling of the plastic, dimpling following a steam autoclaving operation. Next, during sterilization, maybe it gets show some problem or don't get a stable. It shows some swelling problem or patches like problem in the container. So paneling and cavitation is also one of the problem for plastic. Next is creasing. Increasing a surface reticulation which can occur partially with polystyrene and chemical substance. Example is isopropyl myristrate, which can cause crazing and ultimately reaches of a total embitment and disintegration. So this crazing is also one of the problem of plastic. Next is poor key of print. In this, certain plastics such as the polyolefins need to pre-treating before ink will take. Means you don't get easily mark or print anything onto this plastic container. It requires certain treatment, and these problem is occur to polyethylene type of the plastic. And before coating or before applying some ink or some writing material, you just pre-treat these material with the ink so that you can easily print some material, some keywords or some name or any other things. Additive that migrate to the surface of the plastic may cause a printing problem. Some additive or some excipient can also migrate with this plastic surface and can easily show the some printing issue. You can say that the printing is not visible properly or any other issue you can observe when some additive get interacted with the packaging material or plastic material. Next is poor impact resistance. In this, poor styrene and PVC have a poor resistance. So there may be some chances in this condition, poor styrene and PVC conditions, because they have a poor resistance condition. And next is they can be improved by inclusion of impart modifiers such as rubber in case of polystyrene and methacrylate, butadiene styrene for PVC means that these type of material like rubber. In this rubber, we are selecting polystyrene and methacrylate, butadiene styrene for PVC. These materials show some problem and it can don't show any resistance property. It do to this property, it show poor resistance or impact of resistance is very high. Next plastic example of plastic, and this first is polyethylene. Polyethylene, this is used as a high and low density polyethylene. Means it is available in both type, a low density as well as high density polyethylene. And low density polyethylene is preferred plastic for squeeze bottle. Means low density plastic are those plastics that we can easily sneeze out or sneezing bottle are prepared by polyethylene. And in properties, easy of processing, barrier to moisture, means you can easily process these type of plastic and some barrier act as like a barrier. So moisture don't get easily permeate through this plastic. It is a barrier to moisture, as well as strength and toughness. Strength and toughness is also very high for low density polyethylene. Flexibility and easy of a sealing. Flexibility of these plastic is also very high compared to any other of the plastic, as well as easy of sealing property. Next is high density polyethylene. Second type of this polyethylene, first one is low density polyethylene, second is high density polyethylene. Is a less permeable to gases and more resistance to oil. Means it is, you can say that less permeable property in gases type of formulation, so that you can prefer this low high density plastic for packaging of gases type formulation because it have a low permeability. And next is high resistance or more resistance is observed in this oils, chemical and solvent type material. And due to this oil, chemicals or solvent type material, you say that the plastic have a very high resistance property. Next is in this high density polyethylene properties, stiffness, strength, toughness, and resistance to chemical. Means it is very stiff in nature and its strength size it is also high compared to low density polyethylene, as well as toughness, as well as resistance to certain chemicals. It is widely used to bottle for solid dosage form, means it is available in a bottle type formulation or solid dosage formulation. And next is drawback. In this prone to stress, it don't get breakout when you say that apply high pressure. So it isn't prone to stress. This is a drawback. And in the presence of surfactant of vegetable or mineral oil, means some surfactant, vegetable oil or mineral oil is also get interact with a high density protein. And next is second plastic is polypropylene after polyethylene. So polyethylene, we already see that it is divided into two types, low density as well as high density polyethylene. And then second type of plastic is polypropylene. So polypropylene is a good higher resistance cracking than flax and good resistance to heat sterilization. Means it don't get show any deformation or any problem when you use heat sterilization, because majority of the plastic get change their shape or show some problem when you use this heat sterilization with the help of oven. But this polypropylene is resistance to heat sterilization and it have a good resistance to cracking when it fixed. And it is a colorless, odorless thermoplastic material. Means you can easily visible this plastic material with the help of some material, or you can easily see the formulation when it's packed with polypropylene. So it is a colorless, odorless, as well as thermoplastic material with excellent tensile strength and in a high temperature. Means it don't get changed the property when you store in a high temperature. Your plastic is still same condition and it have an excellent tensile strength property also. Next is excellence resistance to strong acid and alkali. This is also have a high resistance in condition of both acid as well as alkali. Don't get interact with acid and base. It have good resistance property. Next is low permeability to water vapor. It is have a low permeability because in this water is not permeable and so less permeability of water vapor. This is also good thing for this polypropylene plastic. Next is permeability to gases is intermediate between polyethylene, high density and plasticized PET. Means permeability to gases is intermediate between when we select the combination of polyethylene, HT and unplasticized PVC. And next is suitable for use in closer tablet container and intravenous bottles. Means this is also suitable for different types of the formulation. You can prefer this type of formulation for different uses. So it is suitable for the multiple type of the formulation. In this maybe tablet for container and intravenous bottles and some closures. So this polypropylene is overall good compared to polyethylene. Next plastic is PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride. It is a versatile, easy to blending, strength, toughness, resistance to grease. It also has resistance property to certain chemicals or certain oil natures, or clarity is also good. Used as a rigid packaging material, and main component is intravenous bags. So this PVC or polyvinyl chloride is mainly used for packaging of intravenous bags type formulation. Next drawback of PVC is that poor impart resistance, which can be improved by adding elastomer to the plastic, but it will be increase its permeability. Hence, it have some poor resistance property, but you can also improve it with the help of elastomer. But when you add the elastomer, they may show that increase its permeability when you use this PVC. Next is PVDC, that polyvinylidene chloride. So in this polyvinylidene chloride, excellent barrier property against moisture, water vapor, UV light, aroma, inorganic acids, alkali, aqueous salt solution, and organic water soluble acids, aliphatic hydrocarbons, esters of long chain fatty acid, detergent, base material, emulsifying agent, and weighting agent. So these PVDC is having a good resistance property. It is also don't get to interact with your formulation or have a resistance property in certain conditions, not only ingredient but also have a UV light as well as alkali as a salt solution, as well as oil water soluble aliphatic hydrocarbon, ester like chain fatty material, and detergents, base material, and emulsifying as well as weighting agents. Next is good thermoforms ability. It can easily thermoform or gain their shape when you form the plastic. Next is PVDC is very cost effective as a coating weight, customized depending on the requirement of the barrier property. Next, cost wise, it is also high. It have more cost, so that it requires some customized or requirement for barrier property. Next is medical grade and non-toxic. It is available as a medical grade, and toxicity is also less, and it is act as a non-toxic material. High level of transparency which improve the anesthetic of the product. It is also show high anesthetic properties, so that it have a high transparency in their nature. Next is polystyrene. So in this polystyrene, versatility, insulation, clarity, easily formed, and it is also known as styrofoam because there is versatility or insulation or clarity in nature. And next is this used for jar for ointment cream with low water content. It is mainly used for preparation of those formulation which have any use for jars, and this mainly ointment cream and low water content type formulation. Next, drawback of polystyrene. In this chemical like isopropyl myristate produce breaking, a fine network of the surface crack, followed by weakening and eventually collapsible of the container. So we can say that it is having good property during some formulation or by breaking chemicals like isopropyl. This is a drawback. Chemicals like isopropyl myristate crazy, and in this followed by breaking and eventually collapsing of the container. So this is one of the disadvantages of polystyrene. This is a pictures of plastic, and this first we can say that bottles of plastic. This is a plastic bottle made of PP, HDPE, and PS, and this is a pouch which is made of plastic pouches that is high density polyethylene. Next is bottle. In this pack, plastic formulations. In this product, plastic interaction have some divided into separate category: formation, leaching, sorption, chemical reaction, alteration in physical property of the plastic and product. So these are the some interaction that we observe in plastic. It may be get permeate out with your plastic container as well as leaching out through the plastic container, and some sorption properties observed, sorption of a formulation with plastic, and chemical reaction with plastic as well as a formulation, and alteration of physical property of a plastic as well as product. Means both plastic property and formulation property get changed when you use the plastic material. Next, constituents of plastic container. So in this constituent, these are the multiple number of material which is used as an additive in the plastic container. So in this constituents, the residue, additive, and processing add may be used and therefore positively extracted from plastics includes. These are the number of plastic extracted material or. This first is monomer residue. Monomer residue is also used for plastic material, catalyst, accelerator, solvent, extensor, filler, slip additive, anti-slip additive, anti-static agents, anti-blocking agents, and releasing agents. So these are the additives or material that is used for manufacturing of the container other than polymers as a plastic material. Next is test for plastic container. We already covered glass material test. In this, we are performing two tests according to USP and IP. So in plastic material, there's the first test is a leak test. So in leak test, plastic container that is not injectable and injectable. This test is for both types of the formulation, including injectable and non-injectable formulation, as parental as well as non-parental type formulation. Fill 10 bottle container with water and feed the closure keep them inverted at room temperature. Means after filling complete bottle, you put these bottle in inverted position or opposite position at room temperature for 24 hours, and no sign of leaking should be from any of the container. After putting these 24 10 bottles in inverted position, you observe after 24 hours that any leakage is observed or not in room temperature at 24 hours time. Next is water permeability test. In this field, 5 container nominal value of water and seal. Each container allowed to stand for 14 days and relative humidity is 60% and 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. And reweight the container, loss of the weight in each container should not be more than 0.2%. In this condition, we are taking only 5 container and seal these container with water and weigh each container. And after weighing, you put this container for 14 hours at a specific condition, maybe in this relative humidity is 60 and temperature is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. After this, you will weight the container and check how much weight or is loss of that particular container. It should be not more than 0.2%. Next is metal. Metal is divided into 4 categories. So metal in this first category is tin, second is aluminum, third one is lead, and fourth one is lining. So in metal container are used solely for. So in this metal container are used for solely of medicinal product for non-current administration. Means these plastic container or metal container, metal containers are used for preparation or not preparation, but packaging of non-parental products. It is not used for parental preparation packaging material. It is used for non-parental administration. Next is metal is a strong, opaque, impermeable to moisture as well as gaseous, odor like bacteria, proof, and it is an ideal packaging material for plastic container as well as it is resistance to high and low temperature. Means it just don't get degrade if you change the temperature or change high or low. And they include tubes, pack made from a foil, blisters, cans, aerosol, and gas cylinders. Means it is also used for preparation of some tubes like packaging packs and foils or blister for tablets and can aerosols like gas cylinders. And aluminum and stainless steels are metal for choice, both primary and secondary packaging for medicinal product. Means with the help of this metal, you can use packaging formulation, both primary and secondary type of the product. It is act as a both primary and secondary packaging. Second is form as excellent tamper evidence container. Yes, it is also a good evidence property or tamper evidence property. After this tamper evidence, next is second type of metal is aluminum. So it is a relatively light yet strong. Means it is a light in weight as well as strong property as value to light chemicals and impermeable and easy to work in the variety of formats depending on its thickness. It is available in variety of format or variety of types depending on the thickness, and thickness of aluminum is used for bright containers such as aerosol, cans, tube for effervescence tablets, and intermediate thickness are made for mechanical integrity, still important, but packs should be capable of being reformed under a reasonable force. In this example is collapsible tube or semi-solid preparation or roll screw caps. And next is thinnest aluminum. It is used in flexible foil. They are usually a component of laminated packaging material. So these are the type of aluminum. It is a good strong property, but light in weight. So it can be considered advantages of aluminum. And the types in this thickest aluminum, intermediate thickness, and thinnest aluminum. These are the 3 types of aluminum according to the thickness. Next is disadvantages of this aluminum material. In this major disadvantage is that it is relatively raw state, although it is rapidly form a protection film of aluminum oxide, it is still liable to corrosion. Means it can show some corrosion property or it can get corrosive, and it have a reactivity issue with the formulation raw material also. When exposed to some liquid and semi-solid formulation, particularly at extreme pH or product container electrolytes. Next is overcome. So overcome is this problem that aluminum is lined with epoxide, vinyl, phenolic acids. They are work hardening like collapsible tube, are made by impart extrusion, which tends to make aluminum less flexible. So the extrusion, due to the extrusion property, it is also have don't inflexible nature, or maybe you can say that less flexible in nature. Next is overcome. To overcome flexibility has been stored by annealing stage. Next type of metal is tin. In the tin container are preferred for food, pharmaceutical, any product for which purity is considered. Yes, this is less preferred in pharmacy industry, but used for food industry more, and some any other formulation packaging. Tin is most chemically inert of all collapsible metal tube. Means it is a chemically inert when we compare all collapsible tube. And next is lead, and lead is the lowest cost of the all tube metal and widely used for non-food products such as adhesive, ink, paints. Means it is not used for packaging of food material. Leads, these are mainly used for packaging of adhesive material, inks and paints type of the formulation. And with internal lining, leads tube are used for produce chloride both toothpaste. Means in this product, like chloride toothpaste type formulation is also packed in the formulation. Next is lining. So in this lining, we can say that if the product is not compatible with bare metal, and the interior can be flushed with wax type formulation or resin solution. All the resins or lacquers are usually sprayed on. A tube with epoxy lining costs me 25% more than same tube uncoated. And next is wax lining are most often used for water soluble product in the tin tubes as well as phenolic epoxide. And vinyl are used with aluminum tubes, giving a better protection than wax, but have a high cost when you use lining material. Next is rubber. In this, we can also say that rubber are the elastomers. In this excellent material forming a seal, used to form a closure such as valves for vials or in a similar application such as gaskets in cans. And next is categories of rubber. And this first is natural rubber. And natural rubber suitable for multiple use, closure for injectable product as a rubber reseal after multiple insertion of a needle. And disadvantage is that it is does not well tolerated. Multiple autoclaving become a brittle and leads to related degree of extractable material in presence of additives. And next is risk of product absorbing onto its rubber. And it has a certain degree of moisture and gas permeation property also. Next is synthetic rubbers. So in the synthetic rubber have a fewer additives and thus a fewer extractable tans to experience less option of the product ingredient and are less suitable for repeated insertion of a needle because they tend to fragment or pore pushing or small particle of the rubber in the product. In this silicon, butyl, bromomethyl, chlorobutyl, and silicon is less reactive, but it does not have experience permeability to moisture as well as gas. And softer rubber experience less coating and resealed better harder rubber are easier to process on high speed packaging lines. Next is fibrous material. These fibrous material are the important part of the pharmaceutical packaging. This is not for packaging of pharmaceutical, but act as secondary and tertiary packaging. And in this fibrous material includes paper, labels, cartons, bags. Display area, provide better stacking for display of stock item, assemble leaflets, provide physical protection especially to item like metal collapsible tubes, and a fiber board, outer either solid or cord guards board also find sustainable application for bulk shipments. So these are the fibrous material. Next is regenerated cellulose film. Trans name cellophanes, raphanoids is used for either individual carton or assembled to number of a carton. Next is film foil and laminates. This is also packaging material for pharmaceutical industry. And this characteristics of film foil and laminates is first is applicable for tablet capsule pills. Means mainly tablet capsule and pills are packed in this film foil and laminate. Next is it's a good substitute for PVC sheet. Next is no cracking, delamination or pinholes. And next is it has a good blocking property effectively by protecting the drug from water vapor, oxygen, and ultraviolets. And it has an extended storage period of the drug, means it is also stored at long period of a time. Don't get to change the property or show stability problem. Next, it is a particularly suitable for packaging of moisture sensitive drug and low salt in hot and humid area. Taking out the part of the drug from drug boards without any imparts and other well-packed drugs, and it is used for cold modeling packaging machine, and it has a shape easily by changing the mold, and nice appearance can upgrade drug image. These are the characteristics of film foil and laminates. After this, there's the next is blister packaging. So in this blister packaging is a type of preformed plastic packaging commonly used as a unit dosage for packaging of a pharmaceutical such as tablet, capsule, and lozenges. Next, in this blister bag consists of two principal components. In this first is cavity made from either plastic or aluminium. And second is leading made of paper boards, paper plastic or aluminium. And the cavity contain products and the leading seals product in the packaging. So this blister packaging is mainly used for packaging of the tablet. You can see the image of this blister packaging so that you can easily understand this blister packaging. It is mainly made of lining and paper boards and plastic and aluminum type of the material. And these type of the forming the cavity in the base wrap and sheet transforming and cold forming. It is formed one blister type hole, or you can say that part, so that you can easily form this cavity and seal your tablet and seal it with the aluminum foil. Next is transforming. In this case of transforming, a plastic film or sheet is unwound from a reel and the temperature of the free heating plates, upper and lower plate, is such as the plastic will soften, weaken, and moldable. And next is cold forming. So in this cold forming, in the case of cold forming, an aluminum base laminate film simply passes into mold by means of stamp, and the aluminum will be interrelated to maintain the full shape. And next, in this advantages of a cold form foil strip blister is that a use of aluminum is offering a near complete barrier for water, oxygen, allowing to extend the product expiry date also. And the advantages of this is cold form of foil blister are slower speed of production compared to transforming and lack of transparency of the packaging and large size of the blister card. Hence, there's a disadvantage of blister packaging. Next is material used for blister packaging in this PVC, PCTFE, COC, PVDC, PP, PE, PETG. So these are the material used for preparation of packaging material. Next is advantages: product integrity, product protection, tamper evidence, reduced possibility of accidental misuse, and patient's compliance. Next type in tablet is a strip packaging. It is another type for tablet packaging. It is also important material for packaging of the tablet as well as capsule. So in a strip packaging is an alternative form of the pack for the unit dosage and is made of enclosing the product concerned between the two web of the material so that each is contained separate compartment. The material may be necessary for material helps to form these strip packaging material or strip material of a tablet. Next, it is commonly used for packaging of tablets, capsules, as strip packaging formed by fitting two webs of heat sealable flexible film to a heated clamping roller, and the product is dropped into the pocket form before forming the final set of the seal, and continuous strip of the packet is formed. This contains into desired number of packet in the length according to requirement. You can easily cut. And the material used for strip packaging are cellophane, polystyrene, polyethylene, polypropylene, polyvinyl chloride. So these are the material used for strip type of the packaging. Next is closer. So in this closer are the device by means of which container can be opened and closed. In this, proper closing of the container is necessary because it prevents loss of the material by spilling and volatilization. Next is it avoid contamination of the product from dirt and microorganisms and insects. And next is it prevent deterioration of the product from. This material used for closures are where the closures for container means for storage of pharmaceutical product are generally made of following basic material: for glass, plastic, and metal and rubber. So these are the closure material used for pharmaceutical industry. These are the symbols that are used for packaging and labels. In this, it is a fragile, this way up, keep away from sunlight, keep away from water, recyclable, extremely flammable, and dangerous and poisonous. Next is quality aspects of packaging. To assure that the patient consumer receive high quality of drug quality management system and the following consideration in the account. If the required quality of the packaging is obtained, and in this required of the rational authority of relevant categorization in the product, production process, manufacturing, internal policy, And bad packaging is a result of deficiency in the quality assurance. Certain for packaging can have serious consequences. Packaging defects can create problems. They may result in drug recall. Such defects may be include breakage, problem relating to printing or inks, or errors on labels and packaging inserts, and this patient information leaflets. And the use of GMP and quality control will prevent the release of defective medical products. And next is packaging process. Equipment need validation, qualification the same way any other part of the processing within a pharmaceutical facility. Next is sampling testing. And the sampling is the use to check the correctness of the label, packaging material, container, reference, as well as acceptance of consumer, detecting the alteration of medicinal product sample and deterioration. And sample procedure must be into account in homogeneity of the material. Assure the sample is representative entire batch. Written protocol. And testing program in this quality control test are intended to check the integrity of the material concerned, complete pharmacopoeia or packaging material and container should be include nature, extent and frequency of routine test. Routine test for according to type of the material, immediate packaging, and use of the product and route of administration. Next is in this visual inspection, test for identity of the material, dimension test, physical test, chemical test, and microbial test. So this is a learning outcome after completing this lecture. You should know about this. Complete brief introduction about the packaging material for pharmaceutical product, factor influencing choice of the container, legal and official requirement for container, stability aspect of packaging material, as well as quality control test. In reference part, first is Ansel Pharmaceutical Dosage Form Drug Delivery System, 8th edition by Lovitz B. Next is the theory and practice of industrial pharmacy by Leon and Lackman, Haber's, Lieberman, Joseph Alkin. Third edition published by Aggressive Publishing House. After this, Martin Physical Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Science, fifth edition by Patrick J. Simcoe, published by Lippincott, Wilkin and Wilkin. Next, in this question part, first is lead to use to packaging of pharmaceutical product due to A is a risk of lead poisoning, B is not easily available, C is very costly, D cannot be molded in any of the form. The second question, which of the following closure type is used for Vashaka, Anska, cough syrup bottle? A is a plug type, B is crown type, C is push fit cap, D is a screw cap. In third question, which of the following compulsory in pharmaceutical labeling? A is a standard specification, B is a place of manufacturing, C is the name of product. Stability of pharmaceutical product means, in this A is the stability of pharmaceutical product, retain its chemical, physical, and microbiological and biopharmaceutical property within the specified limit to its shelf life. B option is the packaging product retain its color, packed product retain flow property, and D is the packed product is efficacious. In fifth question, how does SLID packaging and value primary packaging? A is the packaging functionality strong sustainable for long resistance transfers. B is a make it is for handling, make attractive for packaging C, and D is increase weight of the packaging. In sixth question, why do packaging industry largely use water-based or water-borne adhesive? And these are safe, handle, available, largely produced in India, can be easily removed. Next are the what way of isolate from effect of impact in transit. And this A is cushioning, B is strip, C is strips, and D is. In the eighth question, what is the meaning of double face fireboard? A is a two-face line board, B is a linear board has a two surface, C is medium is divided between the two line of boards, D is the two medium are glued. In ninth question, which of the following packaging system are identified by FD? A is blister packaging, B is strip packaging, C is bubble pack, and D is all mentioned. In 10th question, which of the following method are used production of the glass? A is growing, B is drawing, C is processing and casting, and this all mentioned. So these are the questions related to this packaging material. You can easily answer after completing this topic. So thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. Thank you everyone.